Shall we go and speak with Sir Lennart, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer. This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again.
There are few things as exciting as receiving new equipment.
Let us hope 'tis not mere frippery.
What am I to do? You
really ought to have returned by now.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Here we are.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
As you wish. I shall return directly. Goblins approach!
I suppose I'll handle this.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead...
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermin. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust, Joe.
I concur.
This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
I hope the day ahead shall be a joyous one. If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
master's corpse will serve us well.
Strike true, lest the beast flee.
Perhaps 'tis best to live and let live.
Shall I give it its comeuppance?
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
I grant your weapon a magical boon. Nicely done.
Nothing of it!
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
We are none of us alike, King.
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us use my line of interest.
Arisen, have you been home? I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
We have found a material.
different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Did anyone else see that? Or catches the light?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
What's this? We're trapped.
Aye! The Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted you're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
Look here. Water is seeping through the cracks.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
One never can have too many of these.
Who'd say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Look, Master! Goblins!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Huzzah!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Verninworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till...
Whatever am I to do?
Some might find it not I.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
I trust you will comport yourself.
carefully.
Suppose I ought not shut rouse.
Fancy a look at my wares?
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look. How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again. 'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No, you... He's clinging to every last coin.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armor, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early death. Hope to see you again.
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Fascinating.
Right, though no definitive records remain.
I will use this opportunity to gather my strength.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Verninworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world.
I foresee naught but success on the path that lies ahead.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Mayhap if I hang about,